Hey Dave, let's start solving today's Leetcode daily challenge question. So the question is avoid flood in the city. Your country has an infinite number of lakes. Initially all the lakes are empty, but when it rains over the nth lake becomes full of water. If it rains over a lake that is full of water, there will be a flood. Your goal is to avoid floods in any lake. Okay. Given an integer array range where range of I is greater than 0 means there will be rains over the range of I lake. And if it is equal to 0, that means there are no rains this day and you can choose one lake this day and write. And we have to return an array answer where answer dot length is equal to range dot length, and my answer of I will be -1 if range of I is greater than 0, and answer of I is the lake you choose to dry in the ith day if drains of I is equal to 0. Okay. And if there are multiple valid answer, return any of them. If it is impossible to avoid floods, return an empty array. So let's see an example. What is given is there are n lakes. So we have there are, let's see, there are infinite lakes, but if let's say nth on the nth lake, if it rained, that means it will be full of water. And if again on the nth lake, if it rains, then there will be a flood. And we want to avoid this. How we can avoid this is we can dry the lake. When we can dry the lake, when we will be given an array where, let's say, here 1 2 0 0 1 2. That means these are the lake numbers 1 2 1 2. Okay. On lake 1 it rained, on lake 2 it rained. Okay. And at index 3 0 0 means no, it will not rain anywhere, so we can dry any of these two lakes. Okay, we can dry any of these two lakes on this day. Also we can dry any of these two lakes on this day. But see, if we don't dry, let's say you what you did is again, if you see here, instead of this, let's say I have an array of 1 to 1 2. Okay, then what happens on the I is equal to 0, it rained on first lake. Okay, this is the lake number. On I is equal to 1, second lake, it rained on second lake. Again, when I is equal to 2, it rained on first lake. That means we got flood here. Okay, so this will be for this type of case, we need to return an empty array. Okay, where we cannot stop this flood. But if we have the 0, okay, that means a dry day, you can consider a dry day. Okay, that time you can dry an lake to avoid the flood. Okay, so nth lake, it rained full of water. Again it rains, it will be flood. So the another way is dry that lake. So how we will do is, let's say, see, you got the question right. Now our case is drying the lake, which will lead to flooding. Okay, then we can avoid the flood. So how we will know that lake will be flooded? When when we get the lake second time again in our array. That means if we keep the track of lakes, then we can dry that lake and avoid flooding. So how we will track that is we have to track the index, the number, lake number, and its index, so that we can go back and fl- what we can go back and empty this lake. And in our answer, if you see, where is our answer format, is the lake you choose to dry on the ith day. So here if I am choosing to dry this day, okay, ith day, sorry, ith day, I is equal to 0. But here if you see, it's basically you choose to dry on ith day if range of I is 0. Okay, now here it will be ith day. Okay, now what we'll do is we also have to keep track of what? Keep track of the dry days. So we can reutilize it when we get the same lake and it is going to rain again. Okay, now here what will be our answer? Let's consider these examples. If you see 1 2 3 4, on the I is equal to 0. Okay, on the first day full lakes are 1, on the second day are 2. Okay, 1 and 2 3 4, so all are -1 because in the question it is given that if my range of I is greater than 0, then my answer of I will be -1. Now here if you see, on the after the first day full lakes are 1, after the second day full lakes are 1 and 2. Now on the third day we can dry, as 0 is there, we can dry the lake 2. Okay, and now full legs are 1. So we can dry the lake 2. So we got this 2 and we can dry the full. After the fourth day, we dry lake 1. There is no full lakes. So we'll be drying lake 1. So you can see here. And then again -1 because now our 1 and 2 lakes are also dried. So again we can full this 2 and 1. Now if you see range 1 2 0 1 2, after the second day full lakes are 1 2, we have to dry one lake in the third day. So let's say we dried the first lake and the remaining is second. So again see, if we again full the first lake, we will be remaining with this 2 and it will be flooded because only 1 0 was there, so it will be flooded. Now let's solve this question. Is we will be needing to maintain two things. Is one is keep the track of lakes, its lake number, okay, that means range of I and its I, and we need to keep track of dry days indexes, so that there we will go and update that yes, this rain for this for this lake we have uh, uh, we have dried this lake. Okay, now yes, we will what we will do is we will start coding. Let's start coding. Is yes, here let's take in and or let's see what will be the our answer size. It will be is equal to new int range of day. Okay, length. Now we are going to use map for tracking our what lake and its index, and we need a set of integer, and we need it what we need it sorted order. Why we need it sorted order? Because see, we what we are going to do is, sorry, tree map, not tree map, tree set. Ah yes, what we are going to do is basically if I got the second time the same lake it is going to rain on that day, then what I will do is first time where I got that rain, okay, that after that if there is something with the value 0, if there is a dry day, then we can dry it, right? So here if for second, see here I have let's say 2 and here I have 1. I got what, here I it rained or minus 1 here 0. Okay, for this what we will do, we'll add somewhere 0 1 2 3, 2 and 3 index. Okay, and here after this I got 2. Now I can, what I can do is either it will be flooded or I can dry it. When I can dry it is its occurrence, before occurrence, first occurrence is here. After this, if there is a 0, okay, and before this, that means after this, just what I can say, ceiling, you can see floor and ceiling. Okay, just ceiling of this. Okay, ceiling of this, if you are getting the value, then we can say we can dry this and now we can rain on this lake. Then we can avoid the flood. So that's why we need a sorted, then we can find the ceiling of that and use that. Now here we will uh, all day, we'll task all day is range dot length I plus plus, and here what will do, if my, here it is given, if my range dot, sorry, range of I is 0 0, then I will just what, I'll just add in my set so that I can use it later. What I will add, I'll add the index, not the value. Else what we can do is, here if you see, if my range of I is greater than 0, then what you have to do is range of I is equal to minus 1. Yes, one more thing we missed is, see, let's say we have multiple zeros, multiple dry dates. So in that case we can empty any lake, right? So here if you see, notice that if you choose to dry a full lake, it becomes empty, but if you choose to dry an empty lake, nothing happens. So what we will do is initially fill our array dot fill with 1. Okay, so considering we are emptying the first lake. Okay, so here if you, yeah, let's go here. Now answer of I is minus 1. Now what I will check is, if I have that range of I, okay, if I have that before, then it will be flooded. Then we, what we have to do, we have to return the empty array. Yes, so what I'll check, if my MP, that is my map dot contains key, what, range of I, that means it is already full. So what we can do, if it is already full, then what we will find, we will find ceiling. Okay, if there is any dry day after this, okay, its first occurrence, after that just, so we will find the ceiling. So st dot ceiling of what, ceiling of empty dot get range of I. Okay, and this is index, get means index. So here basically if we are storing range of I comma its index, so we will get the index. In st we are storing the index. Okay, so if there is something which the index at which we have the dry day after our this day, if it is there, that means if my it is equal to null, that means there is no such dry day. Yes, flood. Okay, now it's flooded, we have to return what, return new, int with size 0, that is empty array. Okay, else, what will happen, yes, now what we'll do, we will dry that. So what will be my answer of I, it will be range of I. So here if you see, answer of I is the lake you choose, so range of I is the lake. Now what we have to do, we use the dry day. Now let's remove that from our st dot remove what, it. Here it's not I, it should be it. Okay, because we got the index, right, and we have to update that index. Hmm. And we have to remove this it from our set. Now anyway we have to add this mp dot put range dot of I comma I. Okay, it will be flooded, then I here we will dry it, and again we will add it irrespective of this condition. and at the end we are going to return our answer. Let's run this. Okay, answer of I is -1. Yes, it should not. Yeah, yes. Okay, we are getting some issues again. Bad habit. What? What we got the issue? Somewhere I wrote MAP. Right. Let's see again. Cannot find method ceiling. Ceiling. Is the spelling correct? Okay. Let's. Oh, look what is searched in Java. Yes. If it's the face. We're getting some. Again, it says ceiling. Let's see the set. Okay, let's use the tree set instead. Now let's try, because here you can see it is a tree set. Yes, now gone. Now yes, here we use MP. So many compilation errors. Yes, finally accepted. Let's submit the code. You again submit it. Yes. So in this way we can solve using hash map and tree set. Okay. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you have any queries related to solution or anything, let me know in the comment section. You can join a Telegram or Instagram account. You can follow that and ask question there as well. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you feel this video is helpful to you, please like this video, subscribe my channel, stay updated.